next segment for this program is a man who was born in Dearborn, Michigan, approximately in 1993, and is of Lebanese descent. Now, for most of his childhood, this man, was raised and educated in the city of Dearborn. He obtained his Bachelor of Arts in Psychology from the Wayne State University in 2016 and aspires to earn a master's degree in the near future. Now, along with his academics, this man attends Islamic courses taught by the respected teachers of our community, so he could further his knowledge and hopes of attending a seminary in the near future. He began writing his poetry during the days of Fatimiyya in 2014 and began reciting soon after. Since then, he has been reciting in centers all around Michigan and neighboring states. He aspires to publish a book in praise of the Ahl al-Bayt to evoke the passion and undying love for them in the hearts of their believers, or the hearts of their followers. I would really love to meet this man. I don't think I've met him before, but I can't wait to meet him on the stage. But before that, he'll be giving his own rendition of the poetry. Please help me by welcoming Ali Aboukhodr with a loud salawat ala Muhammadin wa Ali Muhammad.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad.
أفلح من صلى على محمد وآل محمد.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد.
In broad daylight at the peak of noon, in broad daylight at the peak of noon, the sun stood lifting the hand of the moon, for the sky is never left without a source of illumination, as Muhammad and Ali are one light of radiation, as Harun was to Musa, you are to me, the commander of the faithful, the beloved Ali. O Prophet, inform them of the Lord's dear. O Prophet, inform them of the Lord's dear, the one who completed Islam on the day of Ghadeer. O Prophet, remind them why it's him I chose. When he would face any, no matter what the challenge would pose, his faith distinguished him from the rest of them. Towards the idols his eyes never met, his Lord's purest gem. Your leaders are those who towards Allah fulfill their vow, the ones who in prayer they give while they bow. They ask amongst themselves about the great news as they neglect the moon to Muhammad's sun that will ever reflect. The moon to Muhammad's sun that will forever reflect. Salawat ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم، والصلاة والسلام على أفضل الأنبياء والمرسلين، حبيب إله العالمين سيدنا وسندنا وشفيعنا ومولانا أبي القاسم محمد. الحمد لله الذي جعلنا من المتمسكين بولاية سيدي ومولاي أمير المؤمنين. My dear brothers and sisters, respected scholars in attendance, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. First and foremost, like always, it's a pleasure and honor to join everyone here today for this auspicious occasion of the Eid Al-Ghadeer, as we commemorate the legacy of Imam Ali ibn Abi Talib. Inshallah, I don't plan to take too much of your time. I know some people are becoming a little bit impatient, but inshallah, in Allah ma'as sabirin. I'll be sharing two poems. The first one you might be familiar with. It's called The Lion of Allah. The second one is titled, Who is Ali? Your name until today creates controversy when you are the embodiment of justice and mercy. With open arms, the Kaaba was honored to host the birth of Ali. With open arms, the Kaaba was honored to host the birth of Ali, the one who purified it from idols and made history, embraced Islam like a mother embraces her child. The Holy Prophet holds him as an infant and smiles, brought up by Muhammad from his very youth. And I quote, the truth is with Ali, and Ali is with the truth. To some he is fourth, when Allah ordained him first. One of the best in worship, yet his name they curse. Islam was under attack and needed a protector, one like its prophet. In fact, his reflector, the Christians of Najran came to debate. How else do you enter a city besides its gate? Take someone like yourself, the holy verse read. The Prophet chose the one who remained, while others fled. His strike the day of Khandaq was superior to the worship of human and jinn. Amr ibn Wid was the challenger who thought he had it within. Faced the lion that day he foolishly thought he could tame. Ali, inspired by his Lord, put his enemy to shame. The battle of Khaybar came and the Jews had marhab who many wouldn't dare. He wore the best of armors and was his enemy's nightmare. Created havoc on the battlefield, he finally met his fate. He should have known better than facing Haydar the Great. The day of Ghadeer, the Prophet stopped to share his Lord's decree that Ali is not only my friend, but also my appointee. Surah Al-Ma'idah states Islam that day was perfected. Ali as this religion's guardian, but they neglected. As the messenger departed, many diverted, except a few led by Ali. As the Prophet's body into the grave he inserted, towards the orphans and the needy he would render. To honor him, the Lord gave him a shrine of splendor. Struck on his head during prostration, the kingdom in heaven felt as the commander had been shaken. Our leader from us had been taken. We express our love for him, but they call us mistaken. From our eyes veiled, but the hearts will never fail to remember. The very heartbeat of justice that will never surrender. The Lord's blessings upon you and your family I invoke. Until we meet again, O people of the cloak. Salawat ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Who is Ali? If Ali was not, then where would Islam be? If Ali was not, then where would Islam be? أفلح من صلى على محمد وآل محمد. If Ali was not, then where would Islam be? God would have been abandoned or made the third of the three. If Ali was not, then Muhammad would have left back broken, and Islam would have been a mere word just spoken. If Ali was not, Jibreel wouldn't have known what to say, as Ali spoke to him after creation and forever changed his stay. Is he a human, or was he sent down in scribes? Is he an angel, or was he sent down to these tribes? Who is Ali, they might ask and ponder upon? Who is Ali, they might ask and ponder upon? He is the Lord's justice that by His mercy was drawn. He is my first and He is my last. He is my prayer and He is my fast. He is who the Quran praises for His belief. He is who the orphans seek for relief. He is the arrow the disbelievers feared. He is the dua that when heard my eyes teared. He is who is famous in all seven skies. He is whose name was given from the Most High. He is the sign among us that people negate. He is who only a hypocrite can hate. He is who the city of knowledge calls its gate. He is the news that was so great. He is the news that was so great. He is who with His hands divides fate. He is who on that day will interrogate. He is one of the heavy two in weight. He is the path. He is the path the Fatiha calls straight. He is who in death the believers await. He is one of a kind, and like Him Allah won't create. He is one of a kind, and like Him Allah won't create. I ask, where would you place Muhammad? He can only be at one. Then what about Ali, the self of Muhammad, who to him compared none? I ask, where would you place Muhammad? He can only be at one. Then what about Ali, the self of Muhammad, who to him compared none? Ask the battles that he would participate in and gain some insight from what was within. To Badr, he is valor that before it hadn't seen. To Uhud, he is the mercy that would intervene. To Khandaq, he was the most beautiful scene. To Khaybar, he was the banner of the Muslimin. To Hunayn, he was a destructive killing machine. To Jamal, he was the father with his mercy so keen. To Siffin, he was the prayer that was always serene. To Nahrawan, he was the leader that had foreseen. To Nahrawan, he was the leader that had foreseen. Lost in the divine love of his Lord, he always rose to the occasion. No wealth or power was ever successful in his persuasion. The Quran praises his efforts. Just look within the fine print. The Quran praises his efforts. Just look within the fine print. If Ali was not, your eyes would have been veiled to these hints. He is who sold himself to seek Allah's pleasure in the revelation. He is who sold himself to seek Allah's pleasure in the revelation. He is among the pure ones in the verse of purification. He is the generous one praised in Surah Al-Insan. He is the blessings they deny in Surah Al-Rahman. He is who Allah would teach the bayan. He is the manifestation of adl and iman. He is the manifestation of adl and iman. He is the message the Prophet had to inform, as Islam only in his hands wouldn't conform. He is the message the Prophet had to inform, as only in his hands Islam wouldn't conform. Held high was his hand on the day of Ghadeer. His lovers on that day experienced no sorrow or fear, for Islam was completed on that day by the Amir. And if Ali was not, no soul to Islam would adhere. And if Ali was not, no soul to Islam would adhere. If Ali was not, then where would Islam be? God would have been abandoned or made the third of the three. If Ali was not, then Muhammad would have left back broken, and Islam would have been a mere word just spoken, and Islam would have been a mere word just spoken. Sallallahu ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad.